which we understand is also enhanced by Valencia's sturdy midfield man, Eva Banega. Spain, naturally enough, start with a majority of players who played some part in the World Cup final. Fabregas over the ball there, he came into that side with Villa, who was so potent throughout the main competition. The notion of a prestige friendly was designed for a night like this. World famous venue, world renowned hosts, world champion visitors. There are plenty of points to play for competitively all over Europe tonight, but there is no bigger box. Zanetti, good for all Argentine supporters to see him back in the mix. Lifted over the top, and the flag has stayed down, and Reina's in trouble, and Argentina should have the lead, and no one knows that better than... Here they come with Messi. And again, and Reina is beaten, and the world champions are behind. And it's the little maestro with a magical feather-like touch. He couldn't score throughout the World Cup finals in South Africa, but back home on Argentine soil, Argentina's favourite son has taken just 10 minutes to score against the champions of the world.
Well, he starts it off, actually run down a bit of a...
To give the ball just a... Field strike. Jabulani no longer an available excuse, for whom this game, every game, is an audition. He hasn't been promised the job full-time, and it's not a bad line on one's CV to be beating the world champions, and it's a lead that they could double here, Argentina, and do, with an absolutely terrific finish from Higuain. Less than a quarter of an hour played in the River Plate, and Argentina are 2 to the good against the greatest in the planet.
But again, it's just a simple...
Busquets, Silva, Iniesta. That's a very good try from Villa. And Romero sprawling across his goal.
Well, the keeper wasn't getting there. I mean, this hasn't looked like getting in behind David Villa.
Oh, terrible moment for Reina! 3-0! Awful for the poor Liverpool goalkeeper, whose feet simply disappeared beneath him. Oh, Pepe Reina rarely gets a glimpse of a chance in the Spanish team, and tonight he may wish he had never had that chance.
Tevez gets contact, still takes a deflection.
And here he is, staring down the barrel of certainly his worst result. Certainly his worst result.
I can only remember one strike from Spain in the first half from David Villa from 25-30 yards that cracked the crossbar. I think that's been it.
Here again, deflection, good save, and the post, driven back in. Was it an ESSE who's gone over there, who's poleaxed? Argentina's certainly a man down. There's no obligation for... Alonso. That's a really good take, and a hefty drive from Silva, which is deflected up. Half-time. An impossibly good goal from Lionel Messi, an impossibly bad one conceded by Reina to Tevez. Between those, one from Higuain. Do not adjust your sets. The half-time score in Buenos Aires. The referee showed a couple of yellow cards in the first half. That gets the second half up. floated with just too much elevation by Cesc Fabregas. Monreal. And by Cazorla. High from Monreal. Nice first touch from Navas. He's made himself half a yard. Great delivery. And header wide from Llorente, but Navas has... Serrano, always simple. Messi, not necessarily so. Came back to Banega, rolled through for Esteban Cambiasso, and hit with some force by Higuain, requiring Valdez to go across and get a touch.
Yeah, it was a great touch at that, brilliant play. Messi coming off the left, some great first time football. Banega with a little ball in there. Great awareness from Cambiasso. Don't see him in that position too many times. Round about the edge of
the English Premier League, but certainly be a few concerns. That's a clever try. It's wide from Xavi Alonso. There, and Navas has whipped in another dangerous looking ball, and here's Cazorla, and still, and Alonso, and eventually a drive lifted over by Xavi, but Mascherano, Messi, off he goes. That's beautifully done from Messi. Oh, 4-0. And from a neutral perspective, you have to say that's a great shame, because Messi's run was amongst his mercurial best. And what... Di Maria got into trouble. Navas swept it across. Xavi has it now. Here's Jesus Navas. Neither one thing nor t'other. Llorente. It's a cumbersome challenge on the edge of the penalty area, the very edge of the penalty area by Di Michelis on Pedro. Xavi. Got the top brick in the wall, and back in by Cazorla, touched onto his crossbar by Romero. Here's Xavi again. And in fairness to Spain, though, they certainly were outplayed in the first half, and on the balance of play, merited the big deficit they were facing. Here goes Navas. Llorente, Xavi, Cazorla. Oh, it's another really good get from Argentina's goalkeeper, Sergio Romero.
Results were poor, obviously England struggled.
Cazorla, Monreal, Llorente turning and scoring. A little late in the day, but it's a start for Spain. They have 6.5 minutes to do it twice more and drag something home from what looked like an immensely unpromising situation.
Well, he fluffed his lines.
Spain on the charge again, and with men over. Here is Jesus Navas. Smuggled off the line by Di Michelis. They might have been for much of the evening, but they're giving it a rattle right at the end here.
Higuain scored from in the first half. He just couldn't quite get it in. It was well blocked in the end.
Messi. Even by his extraordinary standards, he left himself just a little bit too much to do. He's capable of executing shooting angles that others would consider impossible.
Just a little body swerve when he gets in here. Just watch him how he just drops his shoulder here.
So that was clever. ESSE. Oh, they have their fourth. Aguero, as the clock ticked over 90 minutes, rising to meet ESSE's cross and to put the icing on a pretty sumptuous cake for Argentina. It's a night no one here will forget in a hurry. The night Argentina humbled the world champions. Messi, Higuain, Tevez and Aguero, four big-name strikers, four memorable goals. It's not what we expected, but it was worth watching and enjoying. Argentina at their very best, four memorable goals. Spain better in the second half, but the world champions well beaten, 4-1 in Buenos Aires.
That rarest of nights when, as a Spaniard, it might be better to be